Beer here back at the Fantasy Bar. 6 of my favorite plays for you for Tuesday, including some of my favorite high upside plays in your GPPs, my favorite bet of the night, and a beast of the night under 7,500 on both sites. Who is it? Belly up to the Fantasy Bar and find out. Welcome in, guys. Tuesday edition Beers Daily Fantasy 6-pack. Hope everybody had a great weekend. Hope Monday night was good for you in your DFS games and your betting. We are here with 6 of my favorite plays, as we always do now. 5 DFS plays for you on FanDuel and DraftKings, and my favorite bet of the night presented by our friends over at scoresandodds.com. Guys, if you're not a premium member over there, you are missing out. Don't worry, still can catch that. Click the link below the video in the description here and get access to premium picks in the NBA, covering spreads, totals, player props. The guys are killing it over there each and every night. Generally about 10 to 12 premium plays for you there, as well as NCAA plays with March Madness right around the corner. Guys, now is the time. Go take advantage. Click that link in the description, scoresandodds.com/beer. Also, guys, been doing a great job with the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Take a second, click that, and make sure you subscribe to the channel and get notified when these videos are coming out. All right, let's talk some NBA here on a Tuesday night. Let's start down low with our big man. We're going to go with center JONAS VALANCIUNAS of Memphis. Now, VALANCIUNAS been locked in here. We're going to throw that last game out. Played under 20 minutes, had a lot of foul trouble. We'll give him a pass there. Before that, 6 straight double-doubles for the big man here in JONAS VALANCIUNAS, giving us nice return on these salaries. And I think once again tonight, we have the potential for 6, 7, potentially more on that number here against Washington. Why? We know the Wizards have been absolutely horrendous against the center position, giving up the most fantasy points here to the big men. They just do not have anybody that's going to be able to contain JONAS VALANCIUNAS here. So under 7,500 on both sites in a dream matchup. Lock that double-double in. I think he has a big night here and can threaten 40, upwards of 50 fantasy points here against the Washington Wizards. All right, moving on to our next play. Let's go to the shooting guard position. We're going to spend some money here on Paul George of the Clippers. Now, guys, once you start your research, you are going to see shooting guard is an absolute disaster here tonight. Generally, that's a spot where you could save some money, and there's certainly some guys to roster, and we have to on FanDuel. We have to use 2 of them, but I'm going to lock Paul George in that other one. I'm hoping the recency bias here will keep people away. The shooting has been disastrous for Paul George here over the last couple games. The three-point shooting especially has just not been there. Well, guess what? That's going to turn around sooner rather than later. Normally, Boston has some pretty good perimeter defenders, specifically Marcus Smart. He will not be in the game tonight. We know that. He continues to be on the sideline here. So you bench one of their better defenders in the Boston Celtics. I think we get a very competitive game here. And we look over on FanDuel. It's the first time we've had him under 8K since all the way back to January 1st. So a nice buy low here, coming off of some of those struggles. No Marcus Smart, a competitive game here. I like the prospects for Paul George here tonight against the Boston Celtics. All right, let's get to our bet of the night here. We're going to go with an underdog here. We're going to roll with the Phoenix Suns +2. So the Suns absolutely on fire right now, pun intended here, winning 14 and covering 14 of their last 17 games. A very impressive streak here, especially the covers. The wins are great, but we're talking covers here, and they continue to get it done, while the Lakers kind of trending in the other direction, have kind of struggled with Anthony Davis on the sideline here, and they have not covered the number now in 8 of the last 12 games. We've seen them lose a lot of games they probably should have won here, and Phoenix been as good as it gets here on the road as an underdog. Both very, very good trends here for the Phoenix Suns. 11-5 on the road here against the number, and 5-0 as a road underdog here. I don't mind a little sprinkle on the money line there as well. I think they win this game outright here, just playing too well, led by Devin Booker. Chris Paul playing extremely well. I think they beat the Lakers here tonight and cover that 2-point spread. All right, let's get back to the plays here in DFS. Let's go to power forward center with NERLENS NOEL of the Knicks. Now, the big thing I like here with NERLENS NOEL, I know, not exciting, but the minutes have been absolutely huge here in the last couple games, playing 40 minutes per game. You look at this matchup with San Antonio, a team that can go very big with guys like Aldridge, Portal. They're going to need his size here Another factor I love with NERLENS NOEL, especially on FanDuel, the block shots. We have multiple block shots now in 9 of the last 10 games. Very valuable over there. We don't need him to score. Just continue to rack up steals, blocks. Had 3 steals in that last game, and basically giving you a good floor in cash games. You need a salary saver, you can go to NERLENS NOEL. Plus, he showed us that upside in tournaments can give us a 7-8x return, no problem here. So nice prices here. I know they're up from what we were paying earlier, but if a guy's playing 40 minutes at under 6K, I'm locking him in my lineups, and that's exactly what I'm doing tonight with NERLENS NOEL. All right, let's go to small forward, power forward. Love the upside here for Michael Porter Jr. of the Nuggets. So as we said in the opening, we want some high upside guys, and it's generally what we're looking for here in the 6-pack who can win me tournaments, and I think Michael Porter Jr., one of those guys. Does he come at risk? Absolutely, but the reward, I think, is worth the potential risk here for Porter Jr. Starting to put it together now. Very inconsistent. We know that. Young player in the league, starting to figure it out, but we know he's had some massive games, and of late it's been pretty solid and been pretty reliable. 30 or more DraftKings points now in 5 of the last 6 games. This is the marquee game on the docket here tonight. Huge total, 2 very good teams. Another game I think stays competitive, but that 236-point total really stood out to me. We know Milwaukee's going to score points. Jokic and Murray can't do it all. Denver is going to need Michael Porter Jr. and his offense in this game to be successful. I think he does that, and I think he crushes here tonight. Great prices here and huge potential upside with Michael Porter Jr. All right, it's time to take a look at my favorite play for Tuesday night. But before we do that, guys, we're going to continue our Beast of the Night contest. This is a thank you to you guys for hanging out in the fantasy bar. All you got to do, go under the video in the comment section and guess fantasy points. We'll go with FanDuel tonight for my favorite play of the night. The closest guess will win themselves a free 3-day pass to RotoGrinders Premium, a chance to check everything out. Or if you're already a premium subscriber, we'll send you a free RotoGrinders t-shirt. Let's wrap this baby up. My favorite play, you know him as the Beast of the Night. All right, Beast time. We owe you a point guard. We started with Memphis. We're going to end with Memphis. We're rolling with point guard Ja Morant of the Grizzlies, tonight's Beast of the Night. So try to get you a Beast, save you some money here where you can spend up on your favorite studs. Ja Morant, that guy for me tonight. First of all, recency bias should set in here as well. The last few games for Ja Morant not been great. We haven't seen a massive game out of him here in a while. Well, guess what? A matchup with the Washington Wizards should be the cure to what is ailing Ja Morant. I think he gets it going here in a big way. We just talked about a big total in that Milwaukee-Denver game. This one even higher at 237.5, and Memphis projected to score almost 120 points in this game. We know Ja Morant going to be involved in a lot of that, and Washington not very good against the point guard position either, like we talked about with the center position. Not the worst team like they are against centers, but bottom 10 in fantasy points allowed to this position here as well. A showdown with Russell Westbrook, I think, is going to bring the best out of Ja Morant here, and we're only paying $7,100 for him. I think he has a massive night here tonight, making Ja Morant easily my favorite play for Tuesday night and tonight's Beast of the Night. All right, guys, that'll wrap us up here for Tuesday night in the fantasy bar. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Agree, disagree? Let's talk that Suns +2. Agree with that as well. And if you guys are enjoying the video, again, make sure you click that thumbs up button, and make sure you head over to scoresandodds.com/beer, guys. Take advantage of that special pricing. Can pay by the week, the month, the year. Gets you access to multiple sports as well, and some great premium content there that you're going to want with March Madness here right around the corner. Go take advantage and click that link. For RotoGrinders.com, I am Beer saying salut. Best of luck here tonight, guys. Don't forget your pick for Ja Morant. Fantasy points on FanDuel for your shot at some RG Premium. We will be back tomorrow to wrap up the first half of the season. Give you one more 6-pack before we go on the All-Star break, so stay tuned for that. Check back tomorrow, but good luck tonight, guys, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Hey, thanks for checking out our videos. If you want more expert advice on DraftKings, FanDuel, or any other daily fantasy sports, make sure you check out the current videos playlist